Hey guys, welcome back again to SuaveShred Guitar Lessons. I'm Mario, your instructor. I'm just starting to upload these videos and I'm getting a ton of views, so thanks so much for all your support. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate sharing my knowledge of guitar with you. So today in this lesson, I believe this is lesson 7, we're going to learn how to do neck extensions and learn about major and relative minor tones. This is going to be really big for if you're playing your lead guitar and you're doing your solos, your scales. So here's essentially what you're going to do. Let's take, for consistency's sake again, let's take the E minor chord, which how you play the E minor is open, 2, 2, open, 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 open. So from the bottom of the neck, we're just pressing on the 2nd fret with our 1st and 2nd fingers. We're pressing the A and the D strings. And we're strumming all of the strings. So it should sound like this when we mute it. Okay, so with your E, if you remember how to play your minor pentatonic scales, it's 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. But for E, since 1 is the top of the neck, is the open note E, that's 1. So 4 is going to be the 3rd fret, because 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? On the next string, open would be 1, and then the 2nd fret would be 3. See that? 1, 2, 3. So far we have, and you can do that with 2 fingers if you feel more comfortable. And then on this D string, we have open and 2. So it's and what you should always try to do when you're picking is try to use alternate picking, because it helps you play a lot faster on your guitar. And it's practicing a good habit for those of you who are beginners. So now that we have our minor kind of bluesy sounding E minor scale, what we can do with that is we can extend up the neck by starting on that same note right here and playing that G major scale. So what we're doing is, all you have to know is that for every major, there's a relative minor. So what we're doing right here is we're using the E minor, and we're using that E minor blues scale, but we're also using that G major scale. And if you look closely, all of the notes on each of the strings that you start with are also part of that E minor scale in the G major scale. So if this is the first note of G major, that's also the 2nd note of the E minor pentatonic scale, see? So now we're going to start with our E minor, and then instead of doing the E minor, we're going to do the G major. See how your 1st finger is hitting those notes on the A and D strings that are also part of the E minor scale? So if you can mix those 2 scales together, they both sound good, because E is the relative minor of G major. And the way that you would count is, it's really simple. So let's say you're starting with A minor. You know that the relative major of A minor is 3 notes ahead of that major. So you have A minor, so it's A, B, C. C major is the relative major of A minor. And that's why for E minor we have E, F, G. G major is the relative major of E minor. So if you can figure out that +3 pattern, from E to G, from A to C, from C to E, you know that the note that you're starting with, A minor, has a relative major that is 2 notes ahead of it, so C major. You know that B, right here, has a D major scale. B minor, D major, C minor, E major. And I hope that's starting to make sense for you right now. And all you have to do is memorize those relative majors and minors and mix those scales together that I showed you in the previous lessons, and you practice your speed and you'll be shredding in no time. And this has been Mario with SuaveShred. I always get that wrong. SuaveShred Guitar Lessons, and I hope you learned something new.